Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. I'm here chilling at work, enjoying my break right now, man. Feeling extremely blessed. You feel what I mean? We just passed up that 1,700 mark, man. Finally got there, and we're a little bit ahead of the 1,700 mark as of right now, man. So shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob for making this possible. You know what I mean? I continuously grind for y'all. So for y'all to show the love that y'all do, the contributions you make to the channel and stuff like that is something that I'm extremely grateful for. But what I want to get into today with this video is the whole situation that had occurred last night between Bill Haney and Adrien the Problem Broner, man. They had went on Instagram live last night, and while they was on live, I was on live myself. You know what I mean? And people had notified me in the chat that they were having a verbal exchange on there, but unfortunately I wasn't able to catch it while it was going on live. But fortunately, I was able to watch it after the fact, and they definitely had a good little argument for the time that it had lasted. You know what I mean? Adrien Broner seemed a little bit pissed off, extremely pissed off actually, from the exchange and the disrespect that he perceived as disrespect that Bill Haney was giving him. So he had dipped out of the live before things started to really escalate. You know what I mean? But regardless, man, there's been a history between Adrien Broner and Devon Haney. I could recollect years ago where Devon Haney was calling out Adrien Broner for a fight. You know what I mean? Posted it on Instagram, but because Devon Haney was still on the come up and Adrien Broner was a much more popular name and just a lot more relevant at the time, he essentially just brushed off Devon Haney and referred to him as like a kid and stuff like that. But fast forward, Devon Haney's a grown man now, and it seems like in terms of popularity and relevance, the tables have turned. You know what I mean? Devon Haney's one of the guys right now. Adrien Broner is on a decline, unfortunately. You know what I mean? I'm just calling a spade. And now it seems as if Adrien Broner has had a change of mind, you know what I mean, in terms of facing Devon Haney. It seems like that's something he definitely wants to do, because he told you right after he signed with Don King that he's going to be champion again at 140 pounds, and Devon Haney happens to be the WBC world champion at 140 pounds. So obviously Devon Haney will be somebody on his list if we're just thinking logically. So and they also have a history, because Adrien Broner was actually in attendance while the infamous sparring session happened between Gervonta Davis and Devon Haney. And Adrien Broner was the one who had broke up the sparring session initially when he felt like Devon Haney had gotten hurt by Tank. So from the story that Adrien Broner recollects, you could tell that it definitely bothered Bill Haney, because Bill Haney feels as though Broner is capping or exaggerating and things of that nature. And people have they mixed opinions about it. There was people that felt like Devon wasn't even that much in trouble. You know what I mean? They didn't feel like he was hurt or anything like that. And then there's other people who think that Adrien Broner did the right thing by intervening in that sequence of events. You know what I mean? But regardless, they got on Instagram live. You know what I mean? Adrien Broner says that he felt disrespected by Bill Haney. Bill Haney was trying to get him to explain, and it seems like the argument had ensued shortly afterwards. Now, I also seen a post from Adrien Broner where he had like screenshotted a picture of Alicia Baumgartner and Bill Haney working together, and pretty much like Adrien Broner was being an extreme dick eater. You know what I mean, with that situation. At least that's what we call it in Philly, because he had brought up Bill Haney's past of being a pimp or whatever like that, then degraded him as a trainer, and saying that Alicia Baumgartner could get a better trainer and stuff like that, and then saying that Bill Haney don't even train his own son. Now, I'm not behind the scenes in their camps. I don't know who's training who, but I know for a fact whenever Devon Haney is fighting, Bill Haney is the one leading the corner. So as far as I'm concerned, the person who leads the corner is typically the head guy in charge, aka the head trainer. You feel what I mean? So I don't understand where Adrien Broner is coming with that. I do know that Bill Haney has had a history of like bringing Devon around other trainers and taking things from them and then adding it to his arsenal and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Bill Haney is the head trainer, and he has a 2-division world champion to brag and boast about at the end of the day. So whatever he's doing, honestly, is working. But he also just bringing up the whole pimp situation, man. I'm seeing a lot of people bring it up as if it's relevant to the sport of boxing. I really don't understand it, in all honesty. I really don't. And it's really irritating, because that literally has nothing to do with boxing. And it's just as simple as that. Like, why y'all so worried about his past? Why does that bother you so much? I mean, he's a boxing trainer right now, and him being a pimp has literally no effect on the outcome of the fight or whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? But just seemed like Adrien Broner low-key dirty macking over there, dick eating. you know what I mean, and just going out his way to just hate on Bill Haney. Really don't understand it, but regardless, they got on live. Adrien Broner felt like he was being disrespected. Bill Haney felt like they was being disrespected, so an argument had sparked from there. So Adrien Broner, in the course of arguing with Bill Haney, was like, yo, look, Ryan Garcia ain't right up here. You know what I mean? Why don't y'all fight me then? You know what I'm saying? So volunteering to be the replacement for Ryan Garcia. Now, this is the second person outside of Arnold Barbosa who has offered to be a substitute for Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson, now Adrien Broner. You know what I mean? That's how you know the tables are really starting to turn for Devon Haney, because I remember at one point in time, nobody was really looking to fight him or going out their way to discredit him, like Rolly Romero and stuff like that. But now it seems like Devon's the one to get a fight with. You feel me? So, and they willing to be the B-side for it. So it is what it is, man. This is a thing. You know what I mean? Arnold Barbosa, he's going to be the first one in line to be the substitute for Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia pulls out. Why? Because he's a newly signed Golden Boy fighter. You feel what I mean? And besides that, he's a highly ranked, he's one of the most high-ranked guys at 140 pounds that doesn't have a world title. So, of course, they're going to give him that opportunity. Golden Boy is going to give a Golden Boy fighter opportunity. You feel what I mean? There go the Undertaker dick in. So that's why I didn't really understand why Shakur Stevenson was acting like it was a realistic situation to make him the substitute for Ryan Garcia. There's no way Golden Boy is going to give up give a possible opportunity to beat Devon Haney to a top-ranked fighter. They're going to give that opportunity to a Golden Boy fighter every time because they want to keep things in-house. They want to benefit from beating Devon Haney. They're not going to benefit from a Don King fighter like Adrien Broner or a top-ranked fighter like Shakur Stevenson from beating Devon Haney. So what they're going to do, even if they feel like Arnold Barbosa has the smallest shot, they're still going to roll the dice on that, because if they roll the dice and they get the number that they want, they're the ones who's going to benefit at the end of the day. They're the one that's going to have the WBC champion. They're the one that's going to have that win over the undefeated pound-for-pound ranked fighter, Devon Haney. You know what I mean? So I don't even understand why these dudes are even making that seem like it's a realistic situation, because the reality of the situation is it isn't from a business aspect. You know what I mean? Like, we could think about it as fans and, you know, just fantasize or whatever the hell we want to do. But in terms of business, Golden Boy isn't going to give these guys that opportunity. You know what I mean? So that's just my whole take on the situation, man. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If Adrien Broner were to fight Devon Haney, and pretty much Bill confirmed it, he was like, yo, my son gonna beat your ass for that shit that you talking. I'm gonna put my son on you. I'm gonna put my son on you. So it seems like he's very adamant about Devon Haney facing Adrien Broner. Look, this is my point. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If they were to fight, that'll be a hell of a promotion. That'll be a hell of a build-up for that fight. But realistically, we know it's not the best fight. We know that Adrien Broner is obviously on the decline. He's not the same fighter. He's no longer the can man, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think he's been washed for a few years now, and I think somebody young and in their prime like Devon Haney will outbox Adrien Broner, outclass him. You know what I mean? In every sense of the word, man. I don't know if Adrien Broner is going to really do anything that's of concern and possibly beating Devon Haney. That's just my personal opinion. Now, if we talking about the Adrien Broner that fought like John Molina or maybe the Paulie Malignaggi or Maidana version of Broner, even it was still a great performance, even though he lost to Maidana. I ain't gonna lie to you, he showcased a lot of heart. That version of Broner might have gave him some issues, but this current version of Broner, the one that struggled with Jesse Vargas, Giovanni Santiago, and stuff like that, man, he doesn't have anything for Bill or Devon Haney to be concerned about. And I think that's why Bill Haney is with the shits, man. He understands that they can make a couple dollars off of this. It makes business sense. Broner knows how to build up a fight, and it'll get the fans talking. And stylistically, it's a relatively easy matchup. So, nice bag, good promotion, easy, maybe easy win. You know what I mean? I see why Bill is optimistic about making that fight happen. But regardless, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. Bill Haney, Adrien Broner go at it on Instagram Live. Adrien Broner encourages the idea of being a substitute for Ryan Garcia. So who would y'all rather see be the substitute for Ryan Garcia? Is it Arnold Barbosa? Is it Shakur Stevenson? Which I know a lot of people are going to gravitate towards Shakur. Or Adrien Broner. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation right here, man. What do you think about the dirty Mac and comments from that boy Adrien Broner? You know what I mean? Just trying to go out his way to hate on Bill Haney and stuff like that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and opinions below. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.